Hello everybody, welcome back to WTF1 The Game Show. I'm Mike C.
I'm Fred White.
Hey, today we're going to be bringing you an important topic.
By the time this episode airs, I don't know, but it'll probably be late news by now. But if you haven't heard by now, there's a guy by the name of James Anthony who lives in the DMV area where we lived at. And he got sentenced to 10 years for killing his stepfather, which, by the way, is a cop. And we're putting this against another guy in South Carolina, this young cop by the name of
Ernest Scatterwhite. I'm sorry.
No, Ernest Scatterwhite was the man that he killed.
Officer Justin Gregory Craven.
Okay. He killed an unarmed grandfather.
68 years old. Ernest Green, I believe.
Ernest
Scatterwhite, excuse me.
Scatterwhite. And he only got probation. Now, this episode is called 10 Years versus Probation. At this point, who lives really matters. If he can get away with taking a life and just get probation, this young cop, versus this young man that took his father's life, he gets 10 years. Stepfather's life, 10 years. Now, by no ways am I belittling any of the deaths, because every life is precious, right? My only thing is that if you think prejudice or racism will not exist or does not exist, you can see it in the news right now. I think these stories are running simultaneously of each other. Now, the cop in South Carolina that killed the grandfather, of course he was a white cop, killed an unarmed black man. Unarmed. Okay. The guy in Upper Marlboro, he killed his stepfather, for yard work. His mother, the story goes, his mother asked him to do some yard work. He didn't want to do it. Or his father asked him to do some yard work and he wouldn't do it. And his mother sided with his stepfather. And he was just angry about the situation and said, watch this. And just murked him. You know what I'm saying?
He shot him. He fell down to the ground and continued on emptying the clip up inside the guy.
Now, he deserves to go to jail.
Most definitely. Definitely. And I think 10 years is way too late for what he did.
That was dumb. You know what I'm saying? Now, versus this guy in South Carolina, this young man that shot this unarmed grandfather, unarmed black man. And he only gets probation. That's why I say who lives matters. The comment that we give out is not of the show and everybody that works for the show. These are just Mike and our opinions. Now, you can either agree with them or you can't. But every time I hear something like that, it just pisses me off. To the point where, it just gets me really, really upset. Like I said, all lives matter. But really, real talk, who lives matters? Because even when you're killing somebody and it's on tape, now I don't know if this killing of this elderly man by this young white cop was on tape. But even if stuff is on tape, look at Rodney King, look at Trayvon Martin wasn't on tape. Some other stuff that happened that was caught on tape, and these officers are not getting any type of punishment. Like, who can you trust?
And the thing about it is, they say law is there to help you, but it looks like they're above the law. So who's there to protect us, the citizens? And the cops are supposed to be there to protect, working for us, to just make sure everything's nice and secure. But I don't know what it is, Fred. They're not getting trained right. Prejudice. People just, they don't care.
And, I think prejudice is something that's not born. You're not born with it.
No.
is passed down through generations. If y'all could do me a favor for a second, if everybody just close your eyes if you're sitting next to a person, close your eyes for about 10 seconds, right? If you do that, if this is the way that you saw life every single day of your life, if this is the way that you lived your life, who would you be prejudiced against?
Nobody. You can't see.
And I mean, what I'm trying to say is that, racism is still here. Racism is not going nowhere. Racism is here to stay. Even though we have a second black man in power, talk about the president, not the first, he's the second guy, the second black president, it's still racism. You can do all the protesting and the marches and the sit-outs and all the stuff that you want to do. It's not going to change anything. And I don't say that to be harsh or sound unsympathetic. What I'm just saying is that we need a type of change that's better than what we're doing now. There's no use of getting a town hall meeting and speaking about what can we do, what can we do, what are we going to do, and all this other stuff. It doesn't work. Not to get off topic, but how can you justify taking one man's life and not justify the same actions for somebody doing the same thing? I would love to have somebody to come on the show, probably like a police officer or somebody that works in law enforcement, and tell us why that we have targets. We look like targets right now. There's no black. There's no white. It's whites and targets. I mean, that's just how I feel. And I'm not racist at all. And this is not, I don't want people to think that I'm racist, because I love everybody of every creed and every color. And I'm not going to say the typical thing, well, I have a friend this way. I do have a couple of people that I associate with that are white. So I don't consider myself prejudiced. I just don't like, you can be an butthole or you can be a dummy or whatever, and I'll be racist against you with that. But you can be white all day long, you can be Puerto Rican all day long, and I'll get along with you. As long as you don't come at me with no type racist type anything, you don't like this, you don't like blacks, you don't like, and then come in with the N-words and stuff like that, we can get along all day long. Right. That's not the thing. But I'm just saying what I see. These four eyes don't miss much. And what I see is the killing of African Americans, and nobody just gives a damn about it. It's just another person, another black man dead. Oh, so what? They're killing each other anyway. Yep. So that's what they feel. What's another black man dead? It doesn't matter. That's just how I feel about it. Yeah. But I think the officer, he should have got some time for that.
Yeah, because you guys just need to check out the story and read up on it, because what they said, he followed this man driving erratically for 13 miles, okay? Then he said he tried to stop the vehicle 13 miles, and then once the vehicle stopped, he actually shot through the door, I believe, of the car, and then dragged him out, and then he laid on the ground until paramedics arrived. So he wasn't real fast on calling the paramedics for the guy. So you guys can look into the story and y'all make your own judgment up on it. Send us any comments about it.
We'll actually put a link in the description where you can go check it out yourself.
All right, we just want you guys just to be aware of what's going on. I know you guys see everything that's going on up in the world, and just bring this topic. I know this topic's been ran through the mud to death, but we need some type of change, an effective change, a change that's really going to do something.
Who's going to be that person that steps up? Because I don't have any cut cards to saying anything to anybody. So, I don't have a problem with that. You know what I mean? But who's going to get out there, step up and say, hey, look, stop it. You know what I mean? And have some action behind it. For instance, you can call your child while you're at work and say, look, You better have that room cleaned up. You better have your homework done. Put your butt in the tub and be in the bed by the time I get home. Mm-hmm. You come home, none of that's done. Mm-hmm. This ain't going to get it done.
Nope.
That ain't going to get it done. Because he's sitting there playing the Xbox or whatever, and he's done nothing. And then you can yell at him again. Get it done, get it done, get it done. And you go upstairs, change your clothes from work, come downstairs, get something to eat.
Still.
This ain't going to do it. We need to find another way because this and T-shirts and signs and shit, it's not working, man. So, that's about it.
All right. Okay, like always, we thank you guys for tuning in. You guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com, and that's thagamersshow with the A. If you have any likes, you want us to review something, or just want to say what's up.
And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our SteamOS and our website community where you get a lot of free stuff. We'll see you next time on WWTF.
You want the facts.
The Gamer Show.
See you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in.